Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Sacred Rainbow Intuitive Guidance Readings. This is Tara, and today's reading is for Gemini's weekly tarot from May 11th through May 17th. And just know that the messages received here in this reading are guided by Spirit and is intended for your highest good at the moment you are watching this reading. So not all messages are for everyone. Please take what resonates with you and then let go of the rest. And for those of you that are cross watchers, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So be sure to check out all my other videos to get a more in-depth reading for this month. And if you enjoyed my reading, let me know by hitting that like button, leaving a comment below, and subscribing to my channel. Then you can click on that bell to receive notifications on my recent uploads. Now let's get started with Gemini's weekly tarot for May 11th through May 17th. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Enchanted Map Oracle card deck. And I'm going to see, where are you at currently, Gemini? What is the current energies for Gemini for this week? And we have Gentle Gardener. And, it seems like all of the readings has something to do this week with planting seeds of creation. And for you, Gemini, it seems like you've just planted these seeds and you're looking in at nurturing them. So you're planning on your future. You're focusing on what it is that you want to grow. You want to focus more on what brings you joy and move towards that. So you're creating some sort of a plan, like a schedule, or maybe committing to doing something healthy, or maybe walking every day, or planning out different vacation spots, or even locally, where do you want, if you want to go for a hike or check out a museum, something like that, of course, when everything opens for wherever you're at, your location. But you're being gentle with yourself, and you're nurturing yourself, and you're providing yourself with that self-care and that self-love that you completely deserve. And that's something to as I'm getting like goosebumps all over, that's something to be proud of, Gemini. You've put in the work, and yeah, the seeds might only be fresh and newly planted, but acknowledge the fact that you've got yourself to even this point, okay? Which is like, I'm like goosebumps and chills all over my body right now. But be proud of yourself. Acknowledge where you're at and everything that you've done that has gotten you to this point, and yes, enjoy that sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I'm very sensitive, so I can understand this, and it really, the more sensitive that I got, it was harder to be in larger groups of people and go to certain places, things like that. But as you can see, she also has crystals there with her. And what helped me was different crystals, keeping them in my pocket, things like that helped. So that I wouldn't be, that empath and absorb everybody's energies around me. The Fire Prince, optimism, aggression. This reminds me of the Phoenix. Fire from the ashes. Even though you're sensitive, and it may seem like your back is turned towards almost like a naiveness, some people can see it as, but this is actually supporting you. You are fully aware of what's going on, and even if you may not think so, your intuition, your guidance is definitely pointing you in that direction, and you're very optimistic about that. There's a lot of fire behind the direction that you're moving towards, but it is about having patience and trusting that inner wisdom as it comes through, and being loyal to yourself and to the guidance that you're receiving will keep you moving in the right direction. It'll keep that fire burning. School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. You can go to school and learn something new, but this can also be you coming out as a teacher, But I feel like first off, the collective that's watching this, going to school doesn't mean you have to sign up for a program. And for some of you, yes, it will be. And good for you. Like, go in the directions of your dreams. Have that fire and passion. But this is also saying it's, there are some things that you want to research and learn more about. And that could be schooling, learning more about how to deal with sensitivity, being a sensitive person, keeper of the scales, fairness, balance, learning out how to balance it, because it can be very hard being a sensitive, even empathic, I feel like is also coming through. It's hard to be that when you don't understand how to be that, and to know the difference between your own energies or someone else's energies. You could be driving down the street or walking down the street, and if you pass by somebody, you don't even know, you don't even have to have contact with them, but because you're energetically in the same vicinity, you can pick up their, emotions, feelings, whatever. And this is saying it's time to maybe even learn how to let that, learn how to let those go, learn how to clear yourself. There are meditations, there's, different, you can sage yourself, Palo Santo, there's different smudging techniques, like I brought up in another reading, essential oils can sometimes clear the aura, like rose. Now, I wouldn't say to, just pour it all over yourself. But if you inhale it, you allow the scent to fill your aura. It helps to clear it and protect you. So let's go on and see what lessons are being learned for Gemini this week. We'll use the wisdom of the oracles and pair that up with sacred destiny and see what lessons are being learned for Gemini. Chop wood. I feel like you're learning how to clean house in a different way. And it's not literally meaning like clean house. You're done with the past and you're ready to balance things out, and you're organizing your insides and your outsides so that everything is balanced. Everything's clean and you can start a fresh new path. Okay, we got 2 cards here. We have new beginnings. Yeah, just like what I was saying. And this is lessons to be learned. So you have to go through this like old stuff to kind of fulfill yourself for the future. Because what you're creating or more so, what you're living in this now is just a manifestation of what you created in the past. So what you're working on now is not being stuck in that same loop where you're still creating from the past, that you're letting that go so that you can create it on the future. Wow. Okay. Where did those go? I put the cards down and I channeled that and I was like, where'd they go? To the sea. They went out to the sea and went into their emotions. So this is, intuition coming through, focusing on your emotions and feelings and allowing those to be your guide. They're coming up strongly for you to focus on so that you can, it can guide you into this path that emotional freedom, because have it be by land and by sea, you're really connecting to the roots of yourself and connecting to your emotions and your feelings and being in that sensitive space. And that's beautiful, because what that does is it helps you to move forward into these new beginnings, because you have to let go of things in order to create space. Yeah, it may feel like, healing chaos. It may feel like super chaotic sometimes, but you have to go through this chaos in order to come out on the other side and change. And surrounding this tornado is butterflies. I don't know if you can see that, but, through this healing, even though it may feel chaotic in the moment, it is transforming. It's wiping away the old so that you can have a fresh, clean slate. All right, Gemini, let's get some final guidance with the Archangel Power Tarot. And I'm going to pair that up with the Healing with the Angels. And I'm like, just one card, and I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if it was high enough, but this one wanted to come out. So we have the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. I feel like this is where you're at, whether you're a feminine or a masculine. So this can be the, the High Priestess, or as well, as the Emperor, Emperor, Empress. I feel like this is coming through because you're trusting yourself. You're standing in your own power, and it's, being in this fire and the sensitivity. You're knowing that these seeds that you're creating, it will come to fruition. And you're adapting to these new changes in a beautiful way. Just keep on trusting your intuition and moving forward. Because, it's being at peace, and you already know what your future has in store for you. You just have to allow your future to shape up for you. Music can help guide you. Maybe your future involves music. But music will guide you. Music will help heal you, but it'll also give you the ideas and inspirations that you're looking for. It will help free you from the emotions that bind you. I thank you so much for joining me, Gemini, and I really hope you received the messages that you were seeking. And if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know by commenting below, hitting that like button, and subscribing to my channel. And if you also hit that bell, it'll keep you notified when I upload new videos. I thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. I will see you next time.